Bit of a change of scenery for this video. I previously said that you can hear the trains coming for about 10 minutes before they really get here. That is not the case today. I guess in the winter sound travels different, and every other time I've been here is in the winter. But this time, if I see a train coming, I won't have to jump out of my truck and run up to the tracks. I can just stop the video here and go there, right there, where I can see the train from. And so, today I'm going to be discussing labels. Now, frequently people hear I'm autistic and their first knee-jerk reaction is to go, "Oh, I don't like these labels people are putting on people like that." And I have never quite understood why people do that, but I have a couple theories about it. The first one is they believe autism to be overdiagnosed. It is not overdiagnosed, it is very, very underdiagnosed. There are more autistic people now than there used to be because it wasn't that long ago that autism was not a word that anyone used ever. It was also not very long ago that autism only referred to people who had really low executive function and would never be able to live on their own. It did not include people like me. Do I hear a train? I can't tell if it's a train or a helicopter or possibly just a truck Jake braking. I can see trains coming from the west going toward Harrisburg that way, and the tunnels behind me, so hopefully the train gets here after I hear it and when I'm ready for it. So, anyway, I believe people who say about labels, they're just complaining about autism being overdiagnosed, which it is not. People like me have always been here, even if I didn't have an autism diagnosis, which I'm not sure if I do or not. I can explain that later on. I am still here, I still have all my quirks, and they are because of autism. And now that we're saying autism and accepting it more, I can get the better support that I need to get through life, and it got me a job. Yeah, that's my typical rebuke to people saying about labels. This label got me a job, and it's a lot better than what I thought I was going to get, and a lot better than what 80% of autistic people get. Okay, I think the rumbling is a helicopter, but I can't see one. Oh, there it is. It's a lot higher than most helicopters go. I'm gonna sneeze. The sun makes me sneeze. Maybe not. Yeah, it's the one disadvantage of the park is if you're sitting looking at the tracks, the sun is like right there, and I have some family members who are sensitive to the sun, so they can't be out in it for too long, and that can cause problems when we come up here. My other theory is that people who complain about labels are saying that autistic people lean on their autism like a crutch too much. And for some autistic people, yes, that is true, and but that's not what most autistic people do. We may say, I have trouble in certain situations because I am autistic. I get overloaded quicker than most people because I am autistic. I like trains a lot and just drove 3 hours to sit next to some train tracks and make these videos because I am autistic. Most neurotypical people do not like trains as much as I do. Some of them do, but they're the exception. These are not just excuses, they're explanations. Excuses are what people use to try and get out of trouble, and explanations are what people use to just say why something happened or is happening. Like, for example, I got sick with COVID-19 is not an excuse for why you got sick. It's just saying I got sick because I was near someone with COVID-19 and caught it. By the way, get vaccinated if you haven't yet. You really should. And people knee-jerk reacting to hearing I'm autistic by saying, "Oh, I don't like the labels," that's not helping. it's just making autistic people feel worse about themselves, like they have some sort of condition like cancer. And fittingly enough, a lot of Autism Speaks autism resources talk like you get diagnosed with autism. They say about it like the same way you would say somebody had cancer. Now, one of my fundamental rules is that autism is not a bad word. Many people have not gotten the memo on this, and they still hear autism and think, oh, you can't say that. Or they think that if you just stop talking about autism, it'll just go away. It will not go away. I tried to hide it for many years, and it didn't. I didn't turn into a neurotypical. So if we talk about autism, it's not just us leaning on it. It's not just saying about everyone being autistic. It's just part of who we are. We can't change that. And autism is not a derogatory label. It's just a condition in the brain that people have. I hope this answers some of the questions about it.